Makes a lot of noise, huh?
Sure does. It's like somebody hitting you over the head with a stick. It's nice when it stops.
Pretty good for getting around in, anyhow.
$100 and it's ours. That's what Jim Fraser wants for it.
Joe, how do you raise $100?
I've been trying to raise $100 all my life. Never got beyond 90.
Be kind of useful for rescuing people and all that jazz.
Wolves?
That's right.
Got your rifle loaded, Joe?
Well, why?
Well, wolves.
So what? Wolves are just a kind of wild dog. They don't do much harm.
Then why do people shoot them?
Or habit, I guess. In stock rearing country, they usually go for young stock. So then I suppose they have to be kept down. But in the bush, they just help to keep the balance of nature.
Don't they go for human beings?
Oh, sometimes. Or you get bad wolves like bad dogs. Or bad men.
Can we take a look at them, Joe?
Sure, they're not far away.
I thought you said they were kind of dogs.
I said a kind of a wild dog. Okay?
Getting there?
No, we're near enough.
But they're so gentle. They look like puppies.
Maybe. But they won't stick around if they see us. For one thing, and for another, they're wolves.
Yeah, we know, but...
And don't ever forget it.
They've heard us.
Well, I guess that's it. They're pretty timid most of the time.
Too bad we didn't have the movie camera.
Yeah.
Next time, perhaps. Right now, I guess it's time we got moving. Be dark before we get back. Okay, come on. You want to come in?
No, thanks. We gotta go see George.
See if you can figure out some way of helping us raise funds for the skidoo.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Oh, hi, George.
Hi. How'd it go?
Pretty good. George, we've got to buy it.
Why?
It'd be darn useful. Good for rescuing people.
Look, if we raised a part of the money, do you think the department would come in on it?
I doubt it. I think they'd take the view that you're not officially part of the act.
Be kind of short-sighted, though.
I don't know. They might think you were trying to take the bread out of my mouth if you got around to rescuing too many people.
Oh, anyhow, I guess we can raise it.
$100?
Yeah.
How?
We'll dream something up.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, George.
Oh, by the way, we saw some wolves.
Where?
Up past McLeod's Valley.
Joe with you?
Well, sure, he showed them to us.
Did he have his rifle?
Yeah, why?
Just wondering.
Oh, they wouldn't have hurt us. They were playing in the snow. You know, I'll bet if we had something to feed them.
Don't ever try it.
But they were scared of us. They ran away.
They usually do, but don't count on it. When they get in a pack with a leader, they're not quite so cuddly.
Okay, come on, let's get into a huddle about raising some loot. See you, George.
Bye, George. $2.75. We got a long way to go. Sure have.
Hey, I got it. The wolves.
You mean shoot them for the bounty? Oh, no.
Shoot them, but with a movie camera. I bet if we got a movie, those wolves fooling around like that would be worth a lot of money.
Hey, you know something? He could be right. Gee, I don't know. Well, we'd have to ask George.
He wouldn't let us. You heard what he said.
Yeah, about being in a pack with a leader. But they weren't. There were just 2 or 3 of them.
We could ask Joe.
Well, look, why don't we just do it ourselves?
Yeah, I guess it'd be better if we could. You know, I got a kind of a feeling they think we can't do it.
Mike?
Well, if it's okay with you two, it's okay with me.
Great. We'll go up first thing in the morning in the Skidoo.
Same place?
Well, sure. If they're not there, they'll be around someplace.
Yeah, I guess we'll hear them.
Hear them for miles in that weather.
Hi, Mac. You in town for a shopping spree?
Yeah, I just come in for a couple of days to buy in some stores and clear my yard on.
Come again?
And I just wanted to get my word in first before you fellas started jumping to conclusions that I might have been doing something kind of...
Illegal.
There, you see? You jump to conclusions like a jackrabbit with a fox after him.
Practice, you give me plenty. Let's hear your alibi.
I found a doe. Back in the bush, up near my place. Broken leg.
You shoot her?
Had to. Couldn't let that poor critter suffer.
Quite right. Where is she now?
In my larder. You don't believe me?
Oh, sure, I believe you. I was just wondering how she broke her leg.
Running away. Panic.
Running away from what?
Wolves. Yeah, I come across a couple of dead deer half-eaten out in the last week. And you know something?
What in particular?
Remember that killer wolf was around here a couple of years ago?
Yes.
He's back.
You sure?
Yeah, I saw him. I didn't go close enough to count his feathers, but it's him.
That's bad. You think he could be leading a pack?
Could be, pulling deer down at that rate. Say, you happen to know where the kids are?
I haven't seen him around this morning.
I want to fix up a bed for the night in the fort. Maybe I'll go look for him.
About that doe you put out of its pain.
What about it?
I haven't got time to come up and collect it right now.
That's too bad.
So maybe you'd better just keep it.
Well, I'll be happy to oblige you. You'll make pretty good eating the rest of the winter.
If it's still there when you get back home.
Why wouldn't it be?
That wolf might get the scent of it.
You know something, son? It darn well might.
They'll be around somewhere. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They must be somewhere else. I bet there's not a wolf around for 50 miles.
So what do we do?
Go home. It's cold.
Kathy?
Oh, I guess so. They must have moved on.
Hey, hear that?
It's them.
They must be miles away.
Over by McLeod's Valley. Let's take a look.
We'll never find them.
Well, it's worth trying. It won't take us far for route.
Okay. I think it's crazy.
Hi, you looking for me? Just thought you might know where the kids are. Come in. I made a new pair of snowshoes for Kathy. Thought she might like to try them.
Very nice, too. I haven't seen the kids today. I guess they're fooling around on the Skidoo.
Oh, well, maybe I'll go down to the fort a little later.
They told me you'd seen some wolves.
Yeah, that's right.
I get the impression they think wolves are a kind of domestic pet, not quite house-trained.
I told them wolves are always wolves. And like men, some bad, some good.
Remember that big timber wolf?
Oh, yeah, 2 years ago. Sure, it did a lot of damage.
McLeod says he's back, claims to have seen him.
I hope he's wrong. That was one of the bad ones.
3 does killed in a week around his place. He's got one of them in his woodshed, or what he calls his larder.
You know what I think?
He's gonna have visitors?
Sure. Especially if he's right about that timber wolf.
What do you think?
Can you fix it?
Sure. Just takes brains and time.
We haven't got too much time. It'll be dark pretty soon.
Hey, Mike. See that hole in the tree?
Yeah?
I wonder what's in it.
I guess he must have heard you. Yeah, wolves.
They didn't sound like that yesterday.
No, I guess they must be hungry or something. Let's go see if Chubb's got that fixed.
The car, I'll have to take it to pieces.
How long will that take?
Oh, around 20 minutes. But look, it's too cold out here. Why don't we go to McLeod's? It's only about half a mile.
Okay.
I guess you'll give us tea and something to eat while you fix it.
Sure.
Will we take the walkie-talkie?
No, I'll leave it there. It'll be all right. It's just something extra to carry.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, come on in. Make yourself at home. Liberty Hall.
Thought I might find the kids here.
You ain't seen them yet. You don't suppose they'd mind me bunking down here for the night?
Oh, sure they won't.
Yeah, he'll be around someplace.
I think they've gone on a skidoo. I see tracks leaving the fort, but none coming back.
Skidoo?
That's right.
I heard them up around my place. Said it was somebody cutting logs with a buzzsaw.
What time?
Around about noon when I was getting ready to come into town.
Noon.
Now, don't you worry about them kids. They can look after themselves.
Yeah, sure.
Besides, it's early yet. Look, see? It's exactly, somewhere between 6 and 7 o'clock.
George tells me you saw that wolf.
The big fella was around a couple of years ago? Sure, I seen him.
That's not good.
See, you're right. That dang critter could cause a heap of trouble. Trying to get me a case of ammonia or something? Would you like a cup of tea?
Or some other time?
You said 20 minutes.
A couple of hours ago.
Guy's got to be wrong sometimes.
How long now?
Around 5 minutes.
At least there's a full moon.
Well, so what? There's light on the skidoo.
Yeah, but we've got to get to the skidoo.
It's only around half a mile.
Wonder where Mr. McLeod is.
I think he went to Indian River to pick up some supplies.
I wish he'd... Mike?
Yeah?
Shut the door.
Well, that's that.
You mean all we've got to do now is get back to the skidoo, put that on, and then get back home?
Right.
Fine.
Well, what's wrong?
You go first.
Well, sure. You scared or something? See? No problem. Let's go.
No problem?
Maybe we better just stick around until they go past.
Who says they are going past?
They're trying to get in. Think they've gone?
I can't see anything. I guess they're gone. Let's try it.
Joe!
Saved by the bell.
Hey, Joe! Get off!
Just a minute, Joe.
Just a sec, Joe.
Why does he give himself a can of oil? Just a minute, Joe. The bolt's stuck. Won't be a minute.
You all right, Joe?
Sure. Just fine. Too bad I had to kill that one. You could have taken him home for a pet. You, like to make some coffee?
I thought you'd have had more sense.
Yeah, but Joe said...
Joe said they're timid most times, but he also said they're wild, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I told you never to tangle with them. Does that make them sound like nice playmates?
No.
You're right, it doesn't.
It was all my fault.
You're all in it. You're all responsible for what happened to Joe. Fortunately, he can take care of himself, which is something you kids still have to learn.
Yes, George.
So long as you all realize that. What made you do it, anyhow?
Well, we're gonna make a movie and raise funds for the Skidoo.
You're too late. I phoned head office. The Skidoo's been bought for use on this station.
Hey, that's great.
Is it?
Maybe we could use it sometime?
Oh, and you're not using it, of course.
It was bought for official business, not for you kids to sneak off in the bush and make up a whole heap of trouble for other people. Now beat it. And think about that.
You were pretty tough with them.
Why not? They've got to learn.
Well, we asked him again some other time.
When he's cooled off.
Yeah, in about a week.
Make it 2, just to be safe.
Could be. He's pretty hot.
You know something? He was quite right.
Yeah. We really goofed. At least I did. Come on.